Life on Earth is organized into intricate networks of interactions that define how living and non living components shape one another. A community is all the different species living and interacting in one area, like the organisms of a coral reef, while a habitat is the specific physical place each organism lives, such as a crab's burrow or a bird's nesting tree. Together with the non living environment, water, soil, sunlight, and climate, they form an ecosystem, a functional system where energy flows and matter cycles. Energy enters ecosystems through sunlight, captured by producers through photosynthesis, and then moves up through trophic levels. Herbivores eat the plants, carnivores eat the herbivores, and decomposers recycle what remains. Yet at every level, much energy is lost as heat, explaining why herbivore biomass is typically greater than that of the carnivores that consume them. Energy transfer between trophic levels is inefficient, usually around 10%. Ecosystems also depend on the cycling of matter, especially water, carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus. The environmental water cycle involves physical processes: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff, while the organismic cycle centers on how living things absorb and release water through processes like transpiration and respiration. In the carbon cycle, respiration returns carbon dioxide to the air, erosion releases trapped carbon from rocks, and combustion of fossil fuels adds excess carbon to the atmosphere, disrupting the balance and accelerating climate change. The nitrogen and phosphorus cycles both involve nutrient movement critical for growth, but they differ in form and speed. Nitrogen cycles through the atmosphere as gas converted by bacteria into usable forms, while phosphorus lacks a gaseous phase, cycling more slowly through rocks, soil, and water. Above all, it is the sun that drives the circulation of Earth's atmosphere, heating the planet unevenly and creating global wind and weather patterns that distribute moisture and temperature. Because both latitude and elevation affect temperature and moisture, moving up a mountain mimics moving toward a pole. Each step higher brings cooler temperatures and altered communities. Aquatic systems mirror this diversity. Shallow waters teem with sunlight driven life like algae and corals. The open sea surface supports drifting plankton and large predators, while deep sea waters exist in perpetual darkness, relying on detritus or chemosynthetic bacteria for energy. Freshwater lakes also contain ecological zones: the littoral zone near shore, limnetic zone of open water, and profundal zone in deeper, darker areas. Seasonal temperature changes cause spring and fall overturns, when warm and cold layers mix, redistributing oxygen and nutrients vital for aquatic life. Finally, on land, 7 major biomes dominate the planet: tropical rainforests lush with biodiversity, savannas of grasses and scattered trees, deserts defined by aridity, temperate grasslands supporting grazing animals, temperate forests with broadleaf trees, taigas or boreal forests of conifers, and tundras, frozen landscapes with minimal vegetation. Together, these biomes and cycles illustrate the grand unity of Earth's systems: energy flowing one way, matter endlessly recycled, and life adapting to every environment our planet offers.